So before we start, I request everyone to please mark your presence. Be quick, guys, mark your presence. So, okay, let's start. In question number one, he says, these questions are based on the data given below. There are only four members of a family, viz. A, B, C, and D, and there is only one couple among them. When asked about their relationships, following were their replies. A said, B is my son, D is my mother. B said, C is my wife, D is my father. C said, D is my mother-in-law, A is my daughter. D said, A is my granddaughter, B is my daughter-in-law. So the first question on this set is, who always speaks the truth? So it means there are people who are not always speaking the truth. Second says, how is B related to C? Third says, which of the following statements must be true? So these are the three questions we need to answer. So the first question in itself says that we need to figure out who always speaks the truth. So not all are going to speak the truth. Statement of A is B is my son, D is my mother. So A says B is my son and D is my mother. In this case, one person C is left, which is to be placed. All right. So if we have to place C, we do not know where to place C, whether with D or with A. Nothing is fixed here, right, for building the relation between A, B, C, and D. In second, he says B said C is my wife and D is my father. So if C is the wife, B must be husband. Now in this case, no information is given to me for A. Alright. A can be son or daughter of B and C. A can be brother or sister of B and C. Alright. So we can't place anywhere A. C says D is my mother-in-law. A is my daughter. So in this case, when it comes to the placement of B, again that is not fixed where B can be placed, right? Because if this is the mother-in-law, there must be someone who is the husband, or we are also required husband of or wife of C. Then D says A is my granddaughter. So D says A is my granddaughter. B is my daughter-in-law. If B is the daughter-in-law, then there must be a husband of B, which has to be C, right? In this case, we cannot figure out whether D is a male or a female, but still we can definitely build the relationship between A, B, C, and D directly. So the answer to question number one, who always speaks the truth, comes out to be D. Answer for question number two, how is B related to C? So they are husband-wife, right? And B is the wife of C because B is daughter-in-law. So B is the wife of C. In third, it says, which of the following statements must be true? So we do not know about A's grandmother. C's wife always speak the truth. A's grandfather always speaks the truth. So ABC are straightways ruled out, right? Because none of them are given to me in the statement itself. But when it comes to D, we are very sure that B's daughter always tells lie, because the daughter of B is none other than A, and D is the only one who always speaks the truth. All right. So we can say that the correct answer option in this case comes out to be D. So guys, please check it out. I hope this caselet is clear to each and every student. If anyone has a doubt, do let me know. Okay, so let's move on. Amit was driving in New Town where all roads either north, south, or east west forming a grid. Roads were at a distance of 1 kilometer from each other in parallel. So now, in order to solve this particular question, we must be very, very clear about the direction, right? So when it comes to directions, we can say that on the top it is north, right? On the bottom it is south. On the left it is west. On the right it is east. Then let's move on to the questions. Amit started at the intersection of street numbers 7 and 8. So this is north, south, west, and east. So let's say this is the intersection of road number 7 and 8. So one of the road we can consider road number 7, other to be road number 8. He drove 3 kilometers towards north, 3 kilometers west, and 4 kilometers towards south. Which further route could bring him back to his starting point? So right now he's here. So 3 kilometers towards east, he will be at this point. Then 2 kilometers towards south, he will reach here. So option 1 is ruled out. 1 kilometer north, he will reach at this point. And then 3 kilometer east will bring him back to the initial point. So 2 is correct. 1 kilometer north and 2 kilometer west will take him away. Right, so that is not possible. The only possible option is 2. Hence, correct answer option comes out to be B. So guys, please check it out. I hope it is clear to each and every student. If anyone has a doubt, please let me know. Anyone on YouTube, if facing any difficulty, please let me know. Okay, so it's good. Let's move on. In 50 says, after driving as stated in a previous question, Amit did not return to his starting point, but instead drove 4 kilometers east and 1 kilometer north. So he drove 4 kilometers east, so we'll reach here. So this will be 1, this will be 3, and then 1 kilometer north he will reach here. Then he says, how far is he from his starting point? So we just need to calculate this distance, and we know because this is 1, this must be equivalent to 1. So correct answer option comes out to be C, which is 1 kilometer. So another very easy question. If anyone still has any doubt, do let me know. Okay. In 60 says a numerical machine accepts two values x and y. Then it updates these values as x equal to xy and y equal to y plus 1 in every step. The machine stops at x greater than equal to n. So here it says for x equal to 3, y equal to 2, and n equal 100. How many steps are performed before the machine stops? So first step will be x becomes x into y, so 3 into 2 is 6, and it becomes 2 plus 1 3. Then it will be 3 plus 1 4 5 6, so it keeps on increasing by 1. And here the values keeps on multiplying. 6 into 3 18, 18 into 4 72, 72 into 5 is 360. And the moment it becomes greater than equal to n, it will stop. So this is step number 1, this is second step, this is third, and this is the final and fourth step. So in this case, answer comes out to be C, which is 4. Harsh, which question you want me to repeat? Harsh, which question you want me to repeat? Okay, so let's move on. In here it says in the above question, what is the final value of x? And we have already found the final value of x comes out to be 360. So the correct answer option is D. Harsh, I am waiting for your response. Which question you want me to repeat? Okay. In eighth it says in the above question, what is the final value of y? So the final value of y when this is 360 comes out to be 6. So the correct answer in this case will be option C, which is 6. Here it says what number should replace the question mark. Now we need to build a relation between the values in each and every row so that we can fix it. So here we can observe half of 4 plus 2 is 3. So 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 by 2 is 3. If we check this value, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, half of 10 is 5. Again, if we add these three values, they add up to 9. This is also 9. 9 plus 9 is 18, half of, this is 7. So 9 plus 7 is 16, half of 16 is 8. So 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 7 is again 16, half of 16 is 8. So 9 plus 3 is 12 and half of 12 comes out to be 6, which is the required answer in this question. So answer comes out to be D. So please guys check it out. I hope it is clear. Arpan, sixth you want again. Okay, let's do sixth again. Just check it out. Here the steps given to me are here. After each step, x will become x into y and y will become y plus 1. The machine stops at x greater than equal to n. So these are the steps we have to do. It is given to me. Is it done, Arpan? So here, first step will be 3 into 2, 6. And y becomes 2 plus 1, 3. Then second step will be 6 into 3, 18. And y becomes 3 plus 1, 4. So it keeps increasing by 1. And here the values keep on multiplying. So 18 into 4, 72. 72 into 5, 360. So the moment value becomes greater than equal to n, it will stop. Is it done, Arpan? Harsh, is it done? Right. So here it says a cube of 7 by 7 by 7 centimeter is kept in the corner of a room and painted in three different colors. Each face in one color, the cube is cut into 343 smaller but identical cubelets. So if we place a cube in the corner of a room, then its base will be covered with the floor and two of the sides will be covered with the walls, which means we will be in a position to cover, to paint only and only three faces which we can see. And they are going to be the three faces which we can paint. So three faces got painted, wherein three faces, one is here which is touching the wall, one is here which is touching the wall, and one is here which is like on the floor, are not painted. And then it is cut into 7 by 7 by 7, 343 smaller but identical cubes. All right. So then we need to put few cuts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And likewise, you can extend these lines here for better understanding. So we need to be a bit patient. Then there will be 6 lines going across like this. And likewise 6 lines will be coming here, such that it gets divided in 343 equal cubelets. So likewise it goes on. Now in this case, the type of questions that are being asked are based on how many of the cubelets rather are there whose exactly one side is painted, or two sides are painted, or three sides are painted, or none of the sides are painted. So please keep in mind, whenever you come across such a question based on a painting of the cube, the cubes whose exactly three faces are painted, the cubes who, just give me a sec guys, the cubes whose exactly three faces are painted are the ones which are always at the corners. Cubes whose exactly two faces are painted are the ones who are along the edges. Exactly one face painted will be the ones which are on the sides, right? So I will say these are the sides, or we can say walls, or we can say faces of the cube. No side painted will be the ones which are inside the outer layer. So let's talk about one by one. So if we talk about the cubelets whose no side is painted, now it is more about visualization because we cannot draw everything. In this case, one thing is clear, that this top row got painted, this entire front row got painted, and this entire side row also got painted. So the ones which are inside it are the ones which are not having any side painted. So if we remove this entire layer from the three sides, so leftover dimensions of the cube will be 6 into 6 into 6. Because this is 7, this is 7, and height is also 7. If we remove one layer from here, the remaining will be 6. If we remove one layer from the top, remaining will be 6. Height will be 6. And if we remove this front layer, so its width, the remaining width will be again 6. So 216 are those cubelets whose no side is painted. When it comes to those cubelets whose exactly one side is painted, now they are the ones which are along this face. So now we need to observe all the parts clearly. So this is going to be all the cubelets whose exactly one side is painted, because there no other side is visible. So the dimensions were 7 into 7, and because one layer from both ends goes out, remaining is 6 into 6. Plus, likewise along this face. So starting from here till there, all these are the ones whose exactly one side is painted, right? So they are the ones which I am marking whose exactly two sides are painted. So they are the ones along the edge. This is the only one in the given case whose all three sides are painted, because three sides of this are visible to me, right? So one side painted on this particular face again comes out to be 6 into 6, plus on the top again it will be like this. They are the ones whose exactly one side is painted, which is another 6 into 6. So it comes out to be 36 into 3, which is 108. Now the cubelets whose exactly two sides are painted. So we can observe it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 along this edge, 6 along this edge, and 6 are again along this edge. So 6 into 3, this answer comes out to be 18. Now the cubelets whose exactly three sides are painted. So as we just discussed that this is the only cublet whose exactly three sides are painted, so it will be plus 1. Now you can always add the four values to verify that their sum is 343. So 1 plus 8 is 9, 9 plus 8 17, plus 6 23, 2 is carried ahead, 2 plus 1 3, plus 1 4, and 2 plus 1 3. So the sum also comes out to be the total number of cubelets given to me, which is 343. Now we can answer all the questions easily. Alright, so question number 10 says, how many smaller cubes do not have any face painted? So the answer comes out to be 216. Here it says, how many smaller cubes have exactly one color on them? So that is one side painted. So they were painted in 3 different colors. Okay, so we need to find those who has exactly one color on them. So all these are again having only one color on them because they are on one of the face, right? So they are again the ones which are having only one color on them because they are having only one face covered. Again, these also have one face covered. So they are the ones who are having sides common among two faces. So they will be having 2 different colors on them. So all these will also have 2 different colors on them because they are along 2 faces. All these will be having exactly 2 colors on them, and because 3 faces are visible here, it will be having 3 colors on them. So the language has been changed. So here we can say that the answer comes out to be 108. In next it says, how many smaller cubes have at most 2 faces painted? At most 2 means either 0 face painted or 1 face painted or 2 face painted. So it means we can subtract those cubelets out of total whose exactly 3 are painted, right? And there is only one cublet whose exactly 3 faces are painted. So answer comes out to be 342. So whenever it is a case of at most, please always keep in mind that 0 has to be counted in case of at most. I hope it is clear to each and every student. Right, cost. Right. So that's all guys for today. All right. So let's keep it this much, and please keep practicing all topic wise quizzes, and please keep attending live classes. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for your time. So we'll catch up with you in next session. Thank you.